Hello, my name is Annie Eckerman and I am a senior student at the IU School of Nursing here in Bloomington, Indiana. And recently, actually just today, I presented a project that was assigned to us for homework for school. And a week before, we had to submit a paper over a social determinant of health. And I chose to talk about body positivity. And then our assignment for this week was to present a TED Talk, 5 minutes, about our topic. And so, since we only got 5 minutes, it's something that I feel is a conversation that needs more than 5 minutes to talk about. And so I'd love to share that with you because I learned a lot of interesting information that I feel like needs to be heard. So, body positivity, what does that mean? Could mean something completely different to me than it would for any one of you, but I think that body positivity is a forgotten determinant of health. I remember when my negative body issues started, I was in the 4th grade, which I think is 8 or 9 years old. And one of my favorite things to do when I was younger was go shopping with my mom. I blame her for my money issues now. But the shopping trip was different. When we went, I started to realize for the first time that my body did not look the same as the mannequins that were wearing the same clothes that I was trying on. There's a certain stress that we experience when we see ourselves in a negative view with a negative body image. And I was curious as a nursing student and soon to be nurse, what that stress does to our body. So let's talk about stress. As a healthcare professional, I know what stress does to our body, but I wanted to explain it in terms of 2 things that a lot of us are involved in: sleeping and weight loss. So, stress is supposed to be used as a fight or flight response in an emergency situation. But as we all know, we experience everyday stressors. So we're now using this system every day, not for the emergent situations that it's meant to be used for. When we experience stress, our body activates the system called the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis. Long story short, this is our body's fight or flight response when we experience stress, which is good for emergencies, not so much for everyday use. So obviously, we're using the system outside of its purpose. The body is going to face repercussions for that. Let's talk about sleep. It is one of my favorite things to do. If you know me at all, I am good at 3-hour naps and then 8-hour sleep the night following. But it's the quality of sleep that I'm worried about. Studies have shown that when you experience stress, you get poorer quality of sleep. That HPA axis that I was talking about earlier, when it's stimulated, it causes a cortical arousal in the brain, which leads to lighter sleep, and we wake up more times during the night. So we're not getting that REM sleep that our body needs to rest and recover from the day. So what does that mean for weight loss? Interestingly enough, let's take an example. I'm stressed about the negative body image that I have of myself. And studies have shown that stress leads to poor sleep. Also, funny enough, poor sleep can lead to more stress. So I'm stressed about the way that I look. I'm getting poor sleep because of it. You're 33% more likely to have successful weight loss if you have better quality of sleep. So how is that fair? If I have a negative body image of myself and I'm experiencing stress because of it, and now I'm getting poor quality sleep and have less success in my weight loss journey. So I wanted to see what that meant for me as a nurse and what I could do to promote body positivity. And there's 3 areas that I feel like as healthcare workers, we can use body positivity when we're taking care of patients. At the bedside, in social media, and in the community. So, nurses are among the most trusted profession for a reason, but with that comes a great responsibility. Mental health issues in the United States are reaching prevalence of obesity, but is still one of the most underserved sectors of healthcare. We need to be better. Mental health is not a box to be checked or a questionnaire to be filled out. It's a conversation that deserves to be had with our patients. And this doesn't just apply to nurses. These are conversations that we can have with our family members, our friends. It only takes one person to truly listen to you for them to reach out and check these resources and improve their mental health. It takes one conversation to make a difference. Social media. Social media is an untapped resource for healthcare systems, nursing organizations, and us as healthcare workers. I don't know anyone personally in my life that has not attempted to use social media. Kids, adolescents, teenagers, college-age kids, even my parents are attempting to use social media. Not quite successfully, but they try, and I appreciate it. But we spend hours upon hours with our phones in our faces. So, not just healthcare workers, not just the healthcare systems, all of us, what if we used our social media to promote body positivity? What would that do for the mental health of America and community? I never recalled growing up in health class having somebody come in and talk to me about body positivity. Of course, they talked to us about healthy eating, they talked to us about exercise, but they never said if I took a girl my age next to me and we both ate healthy, we both exercised, nobody ever told me that our bodies would look different even though we were doing the exact same thing, and that was okay because we were both healthy. Who knows what that kind of conversation would do to our adolescents and their mental health. We are not cookie cutter versions of health. We cannot hold up one body and say that this is what health is supposed to look like. This is what we should strive to be. We can't do that anymore. Body positivity is a movement that has picked up speed in the last decade, but I want it to be more than just a trend. I want it to be the norm. I want to normalize little girls having fun shopping with their moms. I want to normalize kids going to the pool and having fun instead of worrying about what they look like in a swimsuit. What I ask of you is what I also ask of myself. Body positivity needs to be the standard and not the exception. Thank you.